Hello, everybody. Welcome to Hear Me Out Pitch, or welcome back if you're returning. I'm Tim.
And I'm Willem.
And I have no idea what we're doing today.
I know, it's exciting day. So I'm guessing you didn't read those dream ideas?
I looked for them.
Couldn't find them?
I couldn't find them. I was like, honestly, I'll let Willem handle this. I'm busy playing Destiny.
Oh my gosh. And I'm sitting here. Well, me and Tim both started new jobs this week. That was fun. It's been... Mm-hmm. How are you doing?
Well, it's a good job. I wasn't able to go this week because I was sick.
Oh.
I will spare you details because it's not pretty.
I am starting to feel sick, but I'm going to finish up tomorrow. Salary is insane. It's weird having an hour break. It's weird doing a 40-minute commute.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, a lot of... I feel like Atlas. All of a sudden, it's like, here you go, responsibilities. You're an adult. I'm like, whoop.
Uh-huh.
So they keep telling me, like, hey, you have like a good month or two to really get this down. I'm like, okay. But I believe in myself.
You got this.
But anyway, fun little fact about me and Tim. So I guess it's me, and I've actually been trying to type up some ideas I've had, or I'm just at least typing up something.
Mm-hmm.
And here are two recent dreams I've had. Haven't had any since, but I realized why I sound like a robot. It's because I have a voice in my head.
I was wondering how long it was going to take you. I forgot to...
Tim just opened a treasure box, and I probably should turn my volume down, too.
I forgot to turn my volume down.
Shame, Tim. Not like anyone's going to text me. But I have two dreams. I think both of them will be pretty good, and that's actually kind of cool that you haven't read either of them yet. Hopefully Tim can find the link. Maybe I'll send it to him again. I sent it to both your emails. Actually, I think I sent it to the...
You sent me the Coraline one to my normal email, and I don't think I've gotten anything in my other one.
Okay, we'll figure that out later.
I don't know.
We'll figure it out. So here are the two dreams. One is about pirates. The other one is about knights and witches. And I know we've already kind of talked about a movie with knights and witches, but just hear me out, Pitch. Hear me out. So the first one, and I'm just going to read what I typed up. Y'all can just deal with it. Number one is, had a dream that I was on board a giant, and I mean giant, pirate ship. This thing is bigger than anything that you have seen in any movie or story. It was fast, strong, could withstand anything thrown at it. Like, we were going through storms. And what was crazy was that when we were under attack from another ship, and I'm assuming it was a Navy, an almost mechanical arm from the ship, and if any of you have seen Flushed Away, the Jamie Dodger has a hand. Think of something like that with a little man at the bottom of the mast turning a bunch of gears, and that's what it was, like some crotchety old dude, like the spider dude from Spirited Away. He looked just like that, and he was turning all the mechanisms. And I was like, well, Captain, how are we going to get... I was just some new recruit, I guess. I don't really know what was happening. And I was like, well, Captain, how are we going to get over to the Navy? You guys are acting like... He was telling everyone to get ready, we're boarding, and we're going to fight back. I was like, what? How is he going to do it? And what was weird is there were these ladders, like ladder type things with a bar on one end. So they're laying... So imagine a ladder laying down on its long side. And then there's just a long bar along that edge that you could grab. And I was like, what's happening? And on the other end were two strings, like two ropes connected to make a triangle and a point. And the hand picked it up. And the captain looks at me and goes, hang on, lad. And I was like, oh, I'm going to show you guys how this is done. And I hold on to the bar. And all of a sudden it lifts us up. And I go, wait a minute. And he goes, lad. I was like, yes. Make sure you let go. And the arm flung back and flung us forward, and all of a sudden all of us let go, and we're in the air with our swords out, and we're just meant to grab onto the ship. And we flashed by, and that's when I woke up. So that's dream number one. And it was really weird. It was really cool. Next one was, this one was like a week later. I'm thinking this had to be Saturday when I texted you, like I sent you a link. And this one was, I had a dream that I was a knight, I think some medieval type world. I remember having a niece who I love dearly, like a daughter. In this weird world, we have metahumans born, but just like mutants, they are considered terrible, of the devil, and they are killed off like witches of old. The story will follow a young group of 3 girls. 2 are friends of my niece. I'm assuming. All I know is that I knew them. The 3rd girl is the most special character. She cannot die. None of us know this, but the audience will know that she has fallen from high places, been tortured, burned, and many other terrible things. The dream started when I was with a group of male and female sages who were yelling at this girl. My niece's friends had found her and were spending time with her and had been begging me to protect her. I was the first one to realize that she could not die due to how she was acting. I took it upon myself to protect her till we can solve this issue. But the last part of my dream was us going to a strange castle of a separate cult of sages who had lacerations and ulcers along their bodies that had pig-like noses, or at least their noses were beginning to change. As we approached the castle, one of the cult members sniffed the air and began to choke on our stench, as we were of royalty, as we were servants of the kings, and could also sense that one of the cursed, or the girl, that could not die, and that was when I woke up.
Huh. Both of those are really bizarre. To be fair, I've also had pretty bizarre dreams lately.
So that's kind of what I did have. This is one that's still stuck in my head, but that's more of a horror thing. It was a crazy dream where a single scent set off, like it was the big reveal that when a certain scent of like his mother's perfume would set this character off, and no one suspected it. It was crazy. I was like watching it was weird. And I know you don't want to do horror stories, so I was like, I'm not going to do that one, but that was a very intense dream too, because I was a detective. I'm trying to figure it out. And then finally, when I was like talking to this final person, I lit a candle with lavender or something in it, and he lost it. So it was fun. That one was fun. But yeah, those are the 2 thoughts of the day. I don't know what we could do, but that's kind of the challenge for today.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think it was cool because I'm assuming that I like the idea that orcs came from humans. Like they slowly start. It's ironic because in order for them to hunt and watch over humans and keep us safe from the cursed and the metahumans, they turn themselves into those pig-like orc people. So, something like that.
All right.
If you had to pick which really spiked you more. If you had to pick one, Tim, I'll leave it to you.
If I have to pick one, maybe the pirate one.
Really? All right.
Yeah. I mean, as you know, I'm all for like knights and the knight in shining armor and magic and all that, but also like
We do it a lot.
And the pirate one does sound fun.
I really thought it was cool that it at least just the idea of flinging them just made me laugh in my head, because I was like, what are we doing? Grab on. I was like, okay. And flung us across, and the last thing I remember is I'm right-handed, so I'm holding my sword, the big old lame cutlass thing. Y'all can probably picture it, Jack Sparrow type sword, and all I remember is my left hand was reaching out and it grabbed onto the rope ladder. That was it. So I don't know the story of this thing. I don't know if we're getting like some weird One Piece episode, but cool beans, I'm here for it. I'll be honest, I'm not a big fan of sailing. I get motion sick pretty easy, so it's not my cup of tea. But neither is scrounging around in dark forests with weird occultist orc priests. So I don't know where these dreams came from, but it was really cool. I'm trying to remember what was going on or what the deal was or why we were being hunted down. But I just thought it was cool. I just think that ladder, and just everyone getting flung across was really cool.
The only place my mind is really going is the big hand flinging.
I know, that's exactly...
Is a child, and this is its toys.
Oh, that's cute.
And so it's a very Lego movie type of thing.
Okay. I could see it being a Lego movie type thing.
My only thing is I don't want it to be Pirates of the Caribbean because there's a lot of that.
No.
And they're great. I love pirates. I love them. I love the movies. They're all great. But I don't want to rip them off and do the exact same thing that they've done. You know what we could do for this story? The classic treasure hunt, right? Where they have the pirate map, but the pirate map is the kid's, his imagination, and maybe his mom has lost her earrings, or maybe her wedding ring, and it's just kind of classic cliche, a little bit like that, but the pirate map is the kid making a little list of places that his mom went between her last having it and now, when she lost it. And that could be kind of the pirate map. And they, so the main characters, it would be we'd have two kind of main characters, I guess. The kid and you, the pirate, since this is your dream. But we could have that, and we could follow them both. Very similar to the Lego movie.
We can call the main character Liam just to be funny.
Sure. Yeah, that works. And we could have, the classic different adventures where, one of the places she went was the grocery store, and so he brings his pirate ship to the grocery store, and it's just like a Dollar General, very small, and she went up and down these aisles, and maybe he loses.
This is so cute.
I don't know.
No, so I'm imagining the first scene is the dream that I had. It starts, I imagine, an ocean. You see a ship, and it's this huge, beautiful ship, and you have like a narrator, just this eloquent, like Liam Neeson, just to be funny, eloquent narration, like, in the lands of old we had the pirates, and the pirates were notorious for setting sails, swashbuckling, and catching treasure. And sometimes the smallest hero is the one who does the most. And you see just the young, like, Liam is just this tiny dude. Liam, get up! The Navy's coming! And then they knock him out of his hammock. Hi, guys, and like, gets up, and then that's when we get the whole first day on the job and you're sleeping, like, running upstairs, and they see the Navy afar off, and like the captain's saying the whole, I'm gonna try not to say, I'm trying to try real hard today. And the captain looks around and says, all right, lads, get ready to board. And Liam, standing by the captain, goes, and he kind of whispers to himself, that's kind of a far ways away. What was that, lad? No, say it, it's fine. And he's like, I want it to be like suspiciously nice, because again, it's a kid. And he's like, but Captain, they're far away. Ah, far away. No problem. And then, they call him the old cringy dude with the cranks. And I imagine that one of the masts, like, all of a sudden the sail folds up. And then all of a sudden a hand comes down and, like, taps Liam on the head. And he's like, ah! And then does the whole, hold on, Liam. And they fling him across. And then that's when we see the toys, like, land into the ship. And you see, William, the little boy, like, woo, yay! And the mom's like, sweetie, can you keep it down? And that's when we would, okay, so what, you tell us what happens to the little boy, and I'll talk about the pirates.
Okay.
So what, else is going on then? Because it's just she's missing her earring.
I think wedding ring.
Wedding ring.
It's a very, very classic mom problem to have.
Wow.
You know,
I'm kidding. I'm so kidding. His face dropped.
in like a movie, in like movies
In a movie,
and shows.
oh,
and
it
stuff.
totally is.
Like think
Dad
Phineas and
loses.
Ferb.
Yeah, Dad
right?
loses.
There's the
like,
episode where it wasn't the wedding ring, but Linda Fletcher loses her lucky guitar pick, and so the boys devise a plan to get it that involves them phasing through solid objects.
So do we want to have some weird, sad undertone, or is it just gonna be a simple?
No,
you
I think
want
just simple.
Some cutesy.
Yeah, I think keeping it.
I want the
simple.
dad, and he's gonna show up at the end of the movie. Maybe I want the dad to be the same actor as the captain.
I like it.
Captain Hook style.
I like it.
And maybe we can even have just a Jim Darling moment. Because why was Captain Hook Wendy's dad? Because sometimes you can see your parents as the bad guy in your life. It just happens. It's not, we as little kids, we think our parents are mean because they have rules, and I know that there are some people who don't have positive experience with parents or anything like that. I know there are awful things, but sometimes when you get told to go to bed, you're like, I hate you, I don't want to go to bed, and blah. I think it would be cute. I love when the parents are portrayed in the kid's imagination. Mm-hmm. So who would or maybe the mom. Maybe the mom's the captain. Just to be funny. Maybe she's the captain maybe the dad's the head captain of the Navy hunting them down, and then the mom's the captain. And that'd be cute, because then at the end when they find the treasure, it is revealed that the captain and the Navy leader are they were a thing all along, and they rekindle their love. And it's funny because his little boy brain is like, if mom doesn't have her wedding ring, dad will be sad, and then they won't be in love anymore, because that's what wedding rings are in his mind. Mm-hmm. Something silly like that.
Okay. My initial thought was two captains, the mom and the dad.
Oh, okay.
And then the Navy captain could change depending on where they're at, and where we're at in this movie. At first, if we're going this route, at first it's the teacher. It's the boy's teacher, because that's the first place that mom went between having it and losing it. And so maybe the teacher's the bad guy, and then it wasn't the teacher all along. So next it has to be the cashier at Dollar General, because or maybe we call it like Penny General, because
Pennywise. Yes, I'm calling it Pennywise to be funny.
Just like a smaller grocery
Wise
store.
Penny.
But it's the General Dollar.
Doesn't want to get sued, says Dollar General.
But yeah, so it's not the teacher. Maybe it's the cashier, and then it's not the cashier.
It's called the changeling.
And then next it's a mysterious figure that just happens to have the head of a dog, because maybe they have a dog at home, and so maybe the kid's like,
the dog's a sea monster.
Maybe the dog took it. Yeah, I like that. The
dog's a sea monster. And what would be funny is if when dad gets home, it's this whole thing that, oh sweetie, and it's just like, hey sweetie, this was in my car, and it was the ring. Must have slipped out when you were, we went bowling, something cute like that. We went bowling, and you just left it in my car. We went bowling that night. So, and then he puts it on. It's all cute, and Liam's like, oh, they love each other. Yeah. Oh my gosh, he's in the corner doing the little kid thing. He's watching from outside. Oh.
I like it. I like it.
Something cute like that. Well, we just thought of the whole episode. Well, thank you, everyone. We'll see you.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Peace. Honestly, that was a
quick.
cute. That was quick and fast. I don't see anything to. Okay, well, at least we can flesh out. I think it would be cute to have. So you think the school. So would that be like the next. So maybe he wakes up and he's going to school. And maybe he hears Mom on the telephone before he goes to school talking about it. And he can hear. Maybe she's even on speakerphone looking around.
Mm-hmm.
And, you hear Dad, well, what's the last time you played? What did you do? Let's retrace your steps. What did you do yesterday? And it's like, well, I went to go pick up Liam from school. And then I was at home all day. So, first, home all day. I went to pick up Liam.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the Changeling store. And
Just the grocery
the
store.
grocery store. I like Changeling. It's face huggers.
Mm-hmm.
And then we went to the park. We went to the park to walk. We went on a walk with the dog. Or maybe just William played outside with the dog. And then we went, and that was it. And she'll just forget it there. She'll not mention bowling. That's it. Just one of those cute things that they just leave out. And then at the end of the movie, like, oh, sweetie, you must have left it in the car when we went bowling. Because, you really shouldn't be bowling with, I'll be honest with everyone, I'm not a big fan of rings. Both my great-grandfathers, my mom's side, both of her grandfathers lost their fingers due to rings. One was in war, one was farm equipment. So I've always been terrified to have my finger stuck. So I'm not a big fan of rings.
My dad works in the emergency room. He's told me many stories about deglovings because of rings. And it doesn't bother me because...
And I'm assuming he just wears a silicone ring. Does he just wear his ring? Oh.
No, I don't think he wears it to work.
Oh, okay. I'll probably just do what my uncle did and tattoo it on. Anyway. So I think that'll be a cute thing for date night. It'll be a cute thing. And Leah...
For any of you who are curious or who are trying to figure out great date ideas, bowling is a fantastic date. It's a really good first date because you're actually doing something and you can talk while you're doing it. And when you're married or you're dating, it's just a really fun
I like
date.
it. I've gone bowling a lot.
Yeah.
I just think of that would be, I think it's a common reason for them to take their rings off. She just put it in a cup holder and the husband found it, and I think it would be really cute. At the end, you just see Liam playing in his ship, and he's like, they battle the sea monster at the end, and you see Liam has the dog tied somehow. He's hunted it down, and he's holding the little dog.
It's got a leash.
Yeah, he's
got the dog on a leash.
Well, no, he's tied. I imagine he's hog tied with the leash, and you see Liam, and it points and it goes to the imagination, and Liam's on top of it. We defeated the sea monster! Oh, Liam, we did it! Hooray for Liam! And everyone's cheering, and then but we haven't found the treasure, Liam. Where is it? And then everyone will kind of get upset at Liam, and then it'll go to William. And he's kind of upset because he's like, "You're right. I don't know where it is." Mm-hmm. And maybe that's when he's all defeated and sad. And then he hears the door open, and he's like, "Oh no, Dad! Oh, Dad's gonna hate Mom because he lost the ring." And even though Mom's already told her, but Liam just little kid brain, he doesn't get it. But I just imagine, honey, I found it, and then it can transition to the pirate captain, look what I found under the sea dragon's ears or something like that, and it's the treasure, and it's a giant ring for you, my lady. And then you just see both Liam and William just
I love it.
Zooming in on his face
I love it.
Mom and Dad still love each other. And I think it could be a lot of fun. So each bad guy is the school one has a bunch of school bells going. It's got all the crew are his teachers, and they're all shooting. They're shooting paper wads at Liam's ship. He's like, "Everyone get down!" The general store manager, some grouchy old man, just, "What are you doing playing around?" Maybe he's like sailing across the frozen meat section with his little ship, and the old man yells at him, and then we see the Navy come trying to catch him. I think that was cute. That was a really good idea, Tim.
Thanks.
I don't know what else to really change. I just want to start typing that up now. We'll have to... I think I kind of want to leave it just fast like that. Darn, do you want to quickly try to push out the... Actually, no, I want to do the... Which one? I had a feeling... I didn't think that the pirate one would be such a cute little kid story.
Mm-hmm.
But that was really cute. That was really cute.
Yeah.
I just keep imagining Liam's face. You know, just think of any Disney animated TV show when it zooms in on their face and they're like, "Oh my god," like Dipper.
Uh-huh.
Dipper or Zeus's face when
Yeah.
something like you can just see it, can't you? And just Liam's
yeah.
just, "Oh my," like the rings going on, and you just have like you just see Liam's head above the fingers far away. He's just, "Oh, love it." What would the title be? A Hunting We Will Go. I don't know. I'll think of something.
We'd have to do something clever with it, I think.
I think we have to be something clever. Darn, I don't want to be done, but that's like 30 minutes, Tim. That would be the shortest episode ever. And I don't wanna. But I also don't wanna we've like got the meat and potatoes of it. I mean, I could talk about each thing, but I think I'd rather just work together and type it up and then we just read it later. The end.
I'm just trying to think of like actors that we could use.
Yeah.
Because the kid, we can find some kid off the street, you know.
Oh my gosh.
Not actually.
Mom!
Not actually. But you know what I mean. Like child actors.
Or a dime a dozen.
Don't always start like their starting movie is usually.
Okay, well what would be well, how about this then? Because we can't have it be, what would be the dip? What would be the down? Because we've had a lot of fun jokes, we've had a lot of fun things. What would be the point of the story? Is it kind of that he gets yelled at by his mom? Maybe. So is he running away and doing this by himself? Like we see him run out of the house? Or is he... Because he can't just follow mom. Is he following mom when he does this? Or does he go out and do this by himself?
You know what? Maybe he goes out by himself and, mom is chasing after him. So maybe the pirate steals the ship while they're docked. And so pirate captain mom has to get another ship, goes after him.
Oh, so you're saying we see it through the mom's point of view and she's getting in her own ship? Like,
I think that'd be cute.
It would just be a cute kind of thing. That's what Liam sees.
Yeah.
Or I just think, so maybe the big... So do we kind of want to have a Riley moment at the end? Mom and Dad kind of have found him, the two captains. So maybe Liam... Maybe Liam goes off on his own.
Maybe mom doesn't yell at him. Maybe he comes home and he's just kind of dejected.
Defeated.
Because he doesn't know what to do.
Maybe it's a neighbor's dog.
Maybe it is a neighbor's dog.
It's a neighbor's dog and that's how he beat it.
It's the vet.
No, I imagine like it's a big, not even like a big dog. It's like a terrier of some sort. It's still scary, but you see him like chasing it down. So maybe in Liam's story, so maybe that epic beginning we got with the hook hand is, mom's ship, the pirate ship he has, but Liam is going to go off on his own. Mm-hmm. So maybe Liam, this is all Liam. It's not his crew. It's just Liam. And he's going off on just a little sailboat, and the captain is like,
I'm getting Treasure Planet vibes.
Huh?
A little bit.
Kind of.
I don't know exactly why, but that's what's going through my head.
Jim Hawkins, regardless if you're talking about Treasure Planet or Treasure Island, both of those, but Jim Hawkins in both of those narrations, he is a young boy he's just a struggling boy who wants adventure. This one, though, he's trying to find the treasure for his captains, his parents. In his mind, he'll think that they're mad at each other. So maybe the big pirate ship is 2, and they separate at the beginning. So we see that the dad goes off on his own ship, mom is on her own ship. So it's like his family.
That's just depressing.
What?
I don't. Here's.
No, I'm not saying it to be depressing. I'm saying it this is just Liam's.
Yeah. No, I know.
When we're all together, we're the big ship.
Here's my counter argument.
Okay.
And I think you'll understand a little bit too. As a child of divorce, I don't want I don't want a hint of it. And I think I've mentioned that before. I don't. And that's
the only one we've done that with was our Bergen's Bear story. But that was a good. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it as in divorce. I just mean in Liam's mind.
But
big ship together, family's all home. Dad goes to work. Like we could even see Dad's car pull off, and we see part of the ship separate, and he goes to work. And they're like, "Have fun on your event." Like keep it positive.
Yeah,
but
if we do that, that's better.
That's what I mean. Sorry, I didn't. Honestly, I wasn't even thinking.
The way you said it made it feel like it was 2 halves of a ship, and they just split, and so there was just one half of the ship going one way.
I honestly imagine it like in Liam's mind, it like all these gears like it just shakes and shakes and does all this awesome transformation. You see that little guy grinding away, and the 2 ships separate. So in Liam's mind, his home, as long as
we don't
insinuate divorce. I'm not. No. Again,
yeah.
Liam might think innocently like mom and dad don't love each other if they don't have their rings on, because that's kind of, I want it to be the innocent way of thinking. And to all of those who have gone through that, whether it be their parents or in your own lives, we fully understand. Anyway.
Moving on.
Moving on.
Less depressed.
I gotta go find the rings. It's not how this works, everybody. But I think the low point would simply just be Liam didn't find it, and his parents are looking for him. And it would be cute that after he, beats the sea monster, after defeating the clerk, I imagine that all these things are like Dennis the Menace stuff. So maybe it's not a teacher, it's a security guard at the school, because he has to go into the school when it's closed, and he goes, "Oh, I don't like school in the daytime. Why would I ever go into it at night?"
No, I think it's the teacher, and it's just
like
this
afternoon.
Is his school day.
Okay.
Like this is the next day.
Okay.
And
maybe he doesn't come home from school.
Yes.
So after school. Okay, so school is just him looking around, looking forever. Maybe he doesn't come inside at recess, and that's when we see the teacher like chasing him.
Picked him up. Mom picked him up from school to take him to the dentist.
Oh, I think I like dentist a little more.
And then from the dentist, they went to the grocery store and came home. I think that works.
And then on the way home, or maybe they just went in the backyard and the neighbor's dog snuck in, and the mom had to chase it out. But in his head, like that's the sea monster. Like the dog comes back out and. Okay, yeah. But I think it would be cute that after they defeat everything, the whole crew gets back together, the 3 ships come back together at the end of the movie, and the 2 captains like hug Liam. It'll be really cute that these 2 captain parents, quote unquote, hug Liam, even though he looks like a teenager in Liam's head. I mean, you guys know what I mean. I'll just say Liam for both. Liam in his imagination is older. Liam in real life is a young kid. But the parents are the same, and they both hug him. Or it's just the same. Maybe it's all animated and cute. Regardless, I think it would be really cute just to have the parents put on the ring, and Liam just has that little scene, and it would just be a cute story about imagination. And man, I'm really cool. I'm glad we didn't incorporate the hand. That was just one little scene, but I really liked it. It's like Andy's imagination. I love how you turned it into Andy's imagination. That made that lovely. I loved it. And I'm honestly satisfied that I want to start typing this up and everything, and then we'll just post a whole episode about it. I don't know. I think that's like 40 minutes. I don't know. Are you satisfied with your care?
I think so.
Well, how about? No, I don't really got much. No questions, no nothing. Is there any ideas that you have that you want to do in the future that maybe we can tease with these guys? Well,
I don't know. I mean, one movie that we need to hit is Marvel's. I don't want it, but
we'll do it. I think we'll do that one real soon.
We'll do
And
it
I
at
need
some
to
point.
I need to, yeah. Well then, I'm pretty satisfied with that. If you guys have any ideas, again, I took a simple idea like that and we made something fun.
yeah. If you have any bizarre dreams or just random stories that have gone through your head, let us know.
It'll be over with quick, but I think this is going to be the record for our shortest episode. I think there might be one shorter. I'll have to double check, but this might be the shortest one. But yeah, thanks everybody for coming in, and I'm glad we got that done fast. That was my goal. I wanted to get an episode done fast, but I wanted at least an hour. But I'm happy with this. I think it's been a long week, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good calling it here. So Tim, I'll let you. Wait, no, you
It's your
opened.
turn.
It is me.
Your
It
turn
is
to
me.
close us out.
Well, everybody, like Tim always says, be kind, love one another, and don't be afraid to write down the dreams you got, and don't be afraid to let your imagination run wild. And until next time, we will see you later, pitches. Bye.